David curated a wonderful exhibition, which you're seeing tonight, called Black and White. Why did you get involved with my curated at Hyatt Place initiative?
I'm from here. I was born here. I'm a Cockney. My dad had a store in Petticoat Lane. I used to work there from the time I was a kid. My father, who was very possessive, let me borrow a camera, his camera, when I was 7 years old. I started taking pictures with it, and when I first started in photography, I didn't want to specialize in any one particular field. But I soon found out that if you don't specialize, you don't eat.
How did you get to have the connection with the fashion editors to be able to jump into such high-profile gigs?
So you've got to muscle your way to the front when you're shooting fashion shows, and everybody's trying to get the best pictures. What I did was I made a deal with a lot of top designers at that time, where I offered to shoot the show for them free of charge, giving them free pictures, if they would give me a list of all the fashion editors that were present at the show. The answer was, can you be here in half an hour? So that was how I basically muscled my way into shooting fashion for magazines and newspapers. And it worked beautifully, and I swear to God, I'd never seen anything like it. I'd never heard anything, music like that. It was just magical. It was like the center of the universe. And on one particular day, the studio manager comes running up to me with a camera in his hand, and he says, we just found out that Alfred Hitchcock is making a film in Covent Garden, which was like 2 blocks away, and all the other photographers are out on shoot, so go and take pictures of Alfred Hitchcock and be quick about it. I was shooting editorial fashion in London before I went to America, and I've always liked to get a feeling of spontaneity into pictures. Like, a picture can look as if something's about to happen, is happening or has happened, and I always wanted to catch that moment when it's happening. And so I even used to use a trampoline. I used to put models on a trampoline so that there was this momentary energy that you just catch, But there are 2 ways to take photographs professionally. You can either record them or create them. In some ways, being a photographer almost makes you feel like a doctor. It sounds really weird, but you establish a trust and a rapport with the subject. I always give people backstory, where they've been, where they're going, why they've been there. It puts something in the eyes, rather than just do this, do that. It gives them a reason for being there, and it really, really shows in the picture. But everything is influenced. If you think you're going to be totally original, I mean, there are some people, original thinkers, maybe in science, but in creativity, everything is influenced. And if you deny that, you're kidding yourself. But Irving Penn, in my opinion, is the finest photographer who's ever lived. And he inspired me in terms of high contrast black and white photography, because that was his thing. In 1950, he shot the only ever black and white Vogue cover. There's never come on before or since. And that picture, in my opinion, is the finest fashion picture so it's a simple picture, but it's just stunningly beautiful. I'm going to quote Darwin, if you believe. He said, it's not the strongest or the most intelligent that survive. It's only those that can adapt to change that survive. And that's the way it is in nature. And I went through a period of depression when digital photography really said ugly head. Because I spent many years perfecting analog photography. I was taught to print by a master. I still have a darkroom, I still shoot film, and I had a hard time embracing digital photography. But it's not to the point now where it's not a question of which is better. They both have their own merits. But the one thing that is important is to understand that film photography requires a discipline. And it's what I've always referred to as a discipline of 36, because there are 36 frames on a roll of film. And when you're shooting, especially when you work with people, you go through a progression. You start cold, you start to develop a rapport, you reach a peak, and the last thing you want to do is run out of film when you reach that peak. And no matter how fast your assistant is giving you another roll of film, you've missed it. And the essence, the pure true essence of photography is catching the moment.